Welcome to our Hong Kong food tour and our first vlog in Hong Kong.
Kindly take all your belongings with you when leaving the aircraft.
For me, Hong Kong feels like Blade Runner, hence the electro music used to introduce this vlog. We flew into Hong Kong at 6 AM on a Tuesday morning after a really long flight. By 1 PM though, we were on our food tour, so be warned, we were pretty jet lagged. That said, we like to dive in, and as we said before, food tours are the best way to get grounded in a city. You get to walk the streets, talk to locals, and get immersed in some culture. First up, Dumplings of course. Throughout this tour, we were visiting family-run small vendors, many of which didn't have English signs or weren't even on Google Maps, so we don't actually know what this place was called. We had two types of dumplings. First was boiled in broth, the second fried. The best were the lamb and cabbage ones boiled in this delicious soup.
But now, we're going to the deep end and getting some stinky tofu.
How do you feel about the stinky tofu?
Tofu's not my fave thing in the world. I do like tofu, it's not my fave. I don't really like stinky things, so I'm feeling a little bit nervous about this one.
Our guide told us that there used to be loads of stinky tofu everywhere. It used to be like a really popular snack, but because it's a street food and loads of street food stalls have been banned now, it's not as popular anymore. Only like 10 or 15 places in Hong Kong do it now because it doesn't really pay off to have an entire joint just for stinky tofu.
Who knows, maybe there's a reason why it's dying out.
So first off, it's not that stinky. I kind of like the smell of it. Is that bad? It smells like home. No jokes. So I feel like I'm gonna like this.
It's really nice.
Oh, it's hot.
The dangers of filming a food tour is that it's not always very graceful.
Still looking good there.
You should never film me eating. That's delicious.
Not my fave. I can just smell it in my nostrils as I eat. Yeah.
Maybe you need more sauce.
Just mask the taste. We also picked up at this place the people's version of sumai, which is a kind of dim sum which usually has crab in it. This one is much cheaper to make though because it doesn't have any crab, instead it's just got fish paste. But actually we really like this. Fish balls are also really big in Hong Kong, and these ones were a little different because they featured tangerine peel.
Okay, so I wasn't a fan of the stinky tofu, but I was a big fan of the other street food we had. And that place apparently does things very traditionally, more high quality. It's called Delicious Food. Very, very plain name, but it does what it says on the tin. And actually this, oh, just dropped my tissue. Actually, that place was located upon a street which is called a kind of like a goldfish market. And there's basically loads of fish hanging in bags and tanks where you can come and buy some fish. I'm not entirely sure why. It looks pretty cruel, but I've never seen anything like that. Very weird.
Next we grabbed a freshly baked pineapple bun. It doesn't actually have any pineapple in it, it's just the top looks a little bit pineapple-y. And it's made that way using animal fat. These smell really nice because they were freshly baked, and we were told that everyone in Hong Kong loves these.
Alright guys, we are now at our next stop. We've got our pineapple buns, no pineapple, but we've got the Ronald Special. They are freshly baked, they're still warm, and they smell amazing. I feel like a little kid, can't wait to get into that. We've also got with us 3 teas, one very bitter tea, one which is made from 5 different grasses, and one which is made from chrysanthemum. So we're gonna just sit down, have our buns, have our tea, chill out a little bit maybe, I don't know. Let's dive in.
I've just tasted the bitter tea and it tastes a bit like licorice. It definitely has like a sweet aftertaste, but it's quite bitter when it's like actually in your mouth. No, it's not like any tea I've tasted before. It doesn't taste like tea.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have some more.
Alright, we've got 4 more stops on the food tour, and we're going to go to some pretty nice places now, Michelin recommended, and a little surprise one too apparently. That place, the tea place, the bitter tea was definitely our fave. So I don't know what this stop is, but as you can tell, it just looks like any other shop on the street, and that's why we did this food tour on day 1. So we get to know the good places to go to, we get to know the neighbourhood and the streets a little bit better, and we get a bit of insider knowledge. we would have no idea whether to stop at these places or even what they do. So really glad we're with Ronald today.
We're here to have a different kind of dumpling, so we are going to have one that is called a fish skin dumpling. It's not got any fish skin in it. The skin of the dumpling is made with fish paste, and on the inside there's pork, but that's why they call it fish skin dumpling. So, and I think it's served with some kind of secret sauce and then garnished with some spring onions. Sounds delicious.
And that guy behind you shows that everyone loves this place.
This is me after a food tour.
When Eliska is jet lagged, she does not make for a good food reviewer.
Delicious.
That was super nice. Fish paste and skin makes it a bit kind of tougher, but chewier, but really delicious. And there's a secret sauce. We were trying to diagnose it. Got no idea, and no one's telling us, but it was really nice. Next, I don't know where we're going. But let's go there. Ronald, our tour guide, has disappeared. No, we're not lost. He's organising some kind of surprise for us, which now we're all quite nervous about. We thought the stinky tofu was kind of the surprise, but there's something more coming.
This was the best thing we ate on the whole tour. Mango mochi that had been made that morning from an island in Hong Kong Bay, which is famous for its mangoes. Again, this was a place we would never have thought of visiting for mochi, but we're so glad that we did. In the UK, you can get ice cream mochi fairly easily, but nothing like fresh mochi, and honestly, it was really fantastic.
This is delicious.
This is so good.
Love your lipstick.
Thank you. Ronald, this is a great surprise.
Yeah.
So the surprise was a really nice surprise. It was mochi, and it was mochi from an island in Hong Kong Bay, which makes the best mochi. It's fresh made today. It was mango mochi. It's the most delicious thing I've had so far in Hong Kong.
Next, we hit up a street food classic in Hong Kong, a place called Fat Sister. CNN put this in the top 4 street food places in Hong Kong, and you can tell as there's always a queue. We were a bit nervous about the look of this food, but actually it was one of our favourites. We had octopus and pig's cheek. The food is served cold, but it is delicious.
Ready? Go for it.
I would have it in smaller bits. I think the bit I took was too big, but it's nice.
Final one, bubble waffle. These have hit the UK street food scene and taken them by storm, so it was good to have the original and the classic. There you have it, our first day in Hong Kong exploring street food. We finished the day at the waterfront at night, which is an experience not to be missed. Looking over the water, the lights are stunning. We had a pretty good day one. We'd eaten fish balls, cold octopus, stinky tofu, and had actually really enjoyed quite a lot of it, so we're feeling pretty proud of ourselves. Neither of us got ill on the trip either, which is a bonus, and we really recommend bagging a food tour early on in the trip, especially somewhere like Hong Kong where street food is such a big part of the culture and there might be a little bit of a signage language barrier. Be sure to subscribe for more videos, check out our Istanbul food tour if that's your bag, and stay tuned for more videos from Hong Kong, Bali and the UK.